So, last week, DJ Academics had a live poll on his Twitch for the baddest girl in hip hop. And to our surprise, Ice Spice was killing the game. She was beating people like SZA. She was beating Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, Ruby Rose, and others. So our question is Ice Spice really the baddest chick on the block? Or is she just the newest shiny thing? Sterling, I'll start with you. What are you thinking?
Well, I mean, I like you said. I mean, when it comes to Ice Spice, I had a few notes I had wrote down just because I took a second to look at DJ Academic stream and kind of what he was talking about. And honestly, man, I think at the end of the day, right now she's just riding like a clout wave, and that's really what I feel like she's getting most of that like love from. Like he said though, if you watch back the video and then we'll try to link the video below if y'all haven't looked at it. Actually, we ain't gonna do that. Y'all can look it up yourselves. But at the end of the day, she's sitting here and she's riding like a crazy clout wave. Like this man Drake flew her out. Like all this mess, she got the da 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 on daggone Twitter, like or TikTok. She's doing everything. But like for me, like one of the things that DJ Academic said, which I agree with to some point, is that like the reason people are like lusting over her, like guys are lusting over her so much, is the simple fact that like she's just like a normal, like not necessarily a normal girl, but she's like a slightly above average normal girl you could actually see in a regular day versus somebody like a Lotto or a Sweetie where they got the kind of like the build-a bodies. Like, and that's no offense to them because I think they're beautiful women as well. But like at the same time, like that's where I agree with where I can see where the chat goes, but my personal opinion, bro, I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, like I mean, you show me Ruby Rose, but like I'm kind of a stan for Sweetie. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's just how I feel. But she ain't on the same clout wave as Ice Spice is right now, so people aren't gonna think about her as much. It's all about recency bias when it comes to the hip hop game, and we know that. So that's my take on it. I kind of let you roll into something. What you guys' thoughts on it?
Yeah, so like Sterling said, he kind of gave away my drop right there. You know? But yes, Ruby Rose is the baddest in the game for me, and I understand what you're saying about Ice Spice, and I get it too. I think she is like the new chick on the block. She's got the hottest song out, #3 song on Billboard right now. She's got the little orange afro. It's new. We ain't never seen nothing like that. And she's natural. We like the little yams that shake. You know what I'm saying? If they stay in the same spot, then sometimes, you know, that might turn us off. But Sweetie, I don't know, man. It's the personality for me. I feel like we've seen her in interviews. We've seen her, you know, talk down on Quavo. Allegedly, is the reason why the Migos broke up with the whole Offset allegations and stuff of that nature. For me, that kind of just turned me off, and I think that all adds in. The personality is part of the attractiveness. But Ruby Rose, yeah, she is Ruby Rose. She's got the yams. She's thick, yo. And she looks like a little natural girl. I like the way she moves. Now, she ain't got the clout of some of the other girls, but remember, we're only talking about if this chick is bad. And I just think that she's got the naturalness, but she looks like she ain't natural. It's wild. It's crazy. I love it. Check her Instagram out. And remember, it's Ruby, R-U-B-I, because these guys are talking about R-U-B-Y. No, R-U-B-I Rose. That's the one I'm talking about. But Chad, who you think is the baddest in the game?
Okay, Michael, I gotta just prove you a little bit here. You say baddest in the game. We can't just throw out the baddest if they're not in the game. Give me a Ruby Rose song. Like, what game is she in? She's not in the game. I have no clue who this person is. It took you to show me your Instagram to know who she is because she has no good music out there. So my thought has to go to SZA. You know, I liked her a little better before the work was done. You know, like you said, there's something a little great about being natural. But even after the work, she's still SZA. She's still beautiful. And, you know, I know there's that whole conspiracy that SZA's a habitual liar and whatnot. But, like, you know, I gotta throw it to her. The afro does it for me. It's the afro's sick. The voice is sick. The music is sick. She can let all of her hair down and let me lay in it.
Well, listen, look, Sterling, go ahead. I'll let you go.
No, I mean, like at the end of the day, like you kind of have to put it in a bit of perspective, right? Because like everybody knows beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Like just simple facts. Like there's obviously objectively good-looking people, men and women, or whatever gender you are, and that's just kind of how the world works. But when it comes down to like what Chad said, you kind of, I mean, he's kind of right. When it comes down to it, she's really not in the game. Actually, while we were sitting here, I typed in Ruby Rose songs just to see, and I obviously see like I feel like I like is her most popular that I'm seeing here at 45.6 million views right now on YouTube. And then, everything else is like the song Loyal Dick, which is something interesting to talk about. And then Pogo with K Camp, like in 2020, when K Camp was irrelevant by the year 2016 or 2017, I should say. So, I mean, my girl that I said is still in the game to some degree. Obviously, SZA just dropped an album that every girl on the planet is resonating with. Like, it's kind of hard to put Ruby Rose. I mean, not saying she's not a beautiful woman, because they're all beautiful, but like, she ain't in the game, and I'm gonna have to agree with Chad on this. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. So, you got to stake your claim on that.
Nah. Let me go ahead and shut all this down. So Sterling said Sweetie's in the game. Sweetie ain't in no game but having the worst McDonald's meal to ever drop. That shit was nothing. So let's not talk about no Sweetie. Sweetie's whole game was Quavo. Quavo ended that, took the Bentley back. I don't know what she's driving these days, but it ain't Quavo's Bentley. She's no longer in the game. She's irrelevant. I know she's bad. She came out the game. We all liked her, but she's not the innocent little girl that we all wanted. She's just not. She's over here. She's talking on these reckless claims. Now SZA's in the game, and I don't really have nothing to put down on her attribute to the game, because she's an amazing artist. She makes amazing music. I love her music. But come on. I saw that Instagram, and I saw when Sterling was looking at it, and when he finally figured out who Ruby Rose was, and he took a double look, and he said, you pull up SZA's Instagram, pull up Ruby Rose's Instagram, and tell me which one's going to make you pull out the lotion, dog. It ain't going to be SZA. I'm telling you that right now, bro. I'm telling you that right now off the cusp, dog.
Oh, man. Well, I mean, like, you got me there to some degree. But, I mean, like, if we just say baddest, period, yeah, like, Ruby Rose is going to win that. Just fact. But if we put in the game behind it, by the question that you asked, by the way, like, that would be the most viable answer is probably SZA, because she's in the game. She's running the game, or her side of the game at least. She's obviously a very beautiful woman. And, like, she's doing her thing. Sweetie knew what she was doing. She was going to get her bag with Quavo. And I ain't mad at her, because she put herself in the game by default being around Quavo. So that's the point I'm making, is like, Ruby Rose, like, I'm sure like she probably got around with some of the other rappers, some of these top guys, out here, top G's, as some people like to say. But, I mean, looks, yes. Game, no.
Let me throw in a curveball.
It's pick your poison.
Let's hear it.
Pick your poison.
What about pre-cut eyebrows Doja Cat?
I was gonna bring that up next. She's the only reason why Doja Cat is not my number one right now. It's because she went Amber Rose for no reason, but I was gonna say that. Nah, I'm with the Doja Cat.
I love Doja.
Yeah, I'm with
I love Doja. I love her with and without. I mean, obviously before it's a little bit different.
You like her when she cut her eyebrows off?
Still a beautiful woman at heart.
Oh, come on, pandering.
You liked her when she cut her eyebrows off?
No, I mean, like, I could.
Panda Bear.
I could get
Panda Bear.
Sterling, people need their eyebrows.
I could get with it, but
Hey,
I mean, like,
we only had 61 views. You ain't got to pander that hard, bro.
No, like it definitely, she changed her look drastically. It's not like something where you go and get like some surgery and it's just kind of like, okay, like you do look different, but it's not, you're not, definitely not the same. I do have a little my opinion on that without going too deep into it. So, and making myself a absolute public enemy number one. That's my least. That's not what I'm trying to do. But like, I mean, we all gonna have our points on this. That's the whole point of it all. Like Mike says. I mean, like we debate about stuff that's none of our business. At the end of the day, when it comes down to these girls, like obviously they're all successful in their own right to some degree, and they all have their points, and they all, are, like I said, beautiful as well. But like I said, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. So we're gonna have to take it as it is, and roll with the punches on that end of things. I want to see what you guys' final thoughts were, how you kind of feel about it, and where it goes from there.
Yeah, I agree. I do want to say, we're having fun up here. I do think all these women are beautiful. But, at the end of the day, this was the news. This was the topic. And we're going to get down to the bottom of it every single time. We don't shy away. Sterling brought Mr. Panda Bear out, but we ain't going to be doing that. We're not shying away from this.